All right, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, guys. How we doing? And I believe we all enjoyed our holiday.
Afternoon,
And
sir.
for today, and that's I think Tuesday. Uh, do you have anybody that would like to share anything with us? Let me know first. Hey, Billion, you're welcome to the house.
Mr. Banks, yes, but the thing is, I've already like taken my profit from the trade because
Oh, okay.
it's London session. I did my entry in London session,
Another
and
section.
yes,
It's
it
okay.
paid out to me over here.
You show us the way you approach it and the way you catch the moves. You understand that now?
Okay, sir.
And that's
Okay, sir.
something
Yeah.
that people also learn from. They want to see how you are taking advantage of the market. You understand that now? So
Yeah. Yeah.
that'll be a very good one. So guys, for the sake of aid in New Zealand, we've been making this guy for over 2 months now. At the end of this week, it will be 2 months. And I'm looking at the continuation of that same movement. And if you notice what we've been doing majorly here, it has just been just liquidity grab and a valid OB. Liquidity grab and a valid OB. This concept makes the market very easy for me just because I already have a bigger picture. I already know where the big boys are going. So all I just have to do is to just take advantage of the lower time frame and continue that particular direction. I'm expecting a bearish candle to form at the end of today. And looking at it, we still have this 1 hour level here that we're looking at since last week. And looking at that since last week, fine, the market can still come back there. And that does not mean that the market will come back there. We're just taking advantage of the movement. So currently now on 15 minutes, I'm looking at this particular hobby here. And if we check, the same pattern we got for last week is what is happening here. We have this liquidity area here. I know we have this valid hobby here, but I'm not ready to treat this particular hobby because of the market that I'm expecting us to come and grab some liquidity before down continuation. Now, let me show you something on 5 minutes within that particular zone. The 5 minutes gave me a kind of very tight, yeah. So the 5 minutes is giving a very good or tight stop loss now for us to join that movement. So for the sake of this, I will do, let's just, we've been using 10 pips now. So let's just use our 10 pips. Now looking at this immediate low, that we're expecting them to come and mitigate this at daily because we had a daily hook here that we're expecting markets to come and mitigate. So for the sake of the trend continuation for this guy, if the market can come back to this our hobby here, having a 10 pip stop loss is a very good one. This one too was a 10 pip stop loss. So the target is if the market can give us more of correction within these 24 hours of today, and we have this major drop to the downside. I'm expecting under 108. That's average about under 100 pips to the downside. So that's first thing I will be looking at if we have that deep correction. And I said I'm not ready to trade this particular hobby here because of the liquidity area we have here. So for aid in New Zealand, I'm still expecting the down to the downside. And okay, let me quick check something for tomorrow, 23. Okay, like tomorrow now, we are having some good news. We have a lot of major news tomorrow, so which that will reduce the way I'll be aggressively taking trade for tomorrow. If this guy can retrace back to this OD, then giving it a shot to the downside, as you can see, we're having a 10 pip stop loss. Be what I'll be looking for. AD New Zealand. And that's the first thing I was looking at for our setup today. It's a downtrend continuation for the BC graph. All right, then we go to ADC Chef, ADC HF. I've been looking at this guy since last week. Let me just explain why I'm looking at it. If you check, I was seeing all these movements here as a kind of correction, as a kind of correction. Though I was expecting more deep retracement, but looking at the market is not even, we don't really have that fast movement in the market. Within this particular internal structure here, I was trying to use my head and shoulder movement to take this particular sell. So which should be under confluence of what I'm also looking at. So currently now I have a 1 hour level which I'm expecting the market. This particular will be as a 15 minutes will be, which I'm seeing market building just for them to come and mitigate this particular level. So if I can have this correction building back to that level, I'll be taking a sell this particular movement to complete for me then to the downside. To notice, I'm still looking at my head and shoulder based on the lower time frame, which is that 1 hour 15 minutes trend. So it is the 15 minutes will be that I'm looking at here. So this is the 15 minutes will be. If you notice, the market has not really mitigated that 15 minutes will be here. So that's where I'm looking at taking that trade from. And be holding back to the immediate low here, which is this last level where the correction started from here. I'm looking at that on the AEDC chef based on the internal structure, and if you notice the external structure is also bearish. So I'm expecting that downtrend continuation. And if you are taking us out in that level, no problem. We're looking at a higher level to deal with. But currently now, because of this shift here, that's 1 hour time frame. I also want to take advantage of the 1 hour, which I defined to 15 minutes OB. Still on the sell on AD New Zealand, AD CHF. For AD USD, and I sent in this particular chart last week, and I was expecting the markets to mitigate this OB before going up. But if you see what happened yesterday, I was just expecting it to just tap it before going up. But that yesterday, they just induce that particular OB again and pulled up to the upside. So for taking this level now, I won't like to use a kind of pending order any longer. That's why I need to even do the updates. I won't like to use a pending order for taking this guy now, which I will expect market reaction within that particular level. So for any one of us that wanted to use pending order, please let's wait for market reaction within OB. Because what happened here to me, they grab this liquidity here, just that they don't mitigate this particular OB. And I'm looking at the way this market is dropping, it's too fast for me. It's not really giving that correction vibe. So it's a very fast movement to that level. And that's why I'll be aggressively taking ADUSD for a buy. Let's wait for a confirmation before we do anything within that particular zone. And for Euro New Zealand, I know I was trying to show us or give us the updates. And if you notice now, the market is still coming back, though it's not really fast like that based on what we were expecting. And the reason why I was not even ready to take a buy here any longer was because I did not really see a clear body closure above this area here. So it was just the week of the market. So assuming they even mitigate this particular OB now, I would have given a kind of consideration, but they're not. Because of that, I just want them to give us this correction back, and I'll be taking advantage of this particular on this valid OB here. So I'm taking advantage of this particular valid OB here, whereby I'm expecting the market to come and grab liquidity here, tap us in to give us good movement. If you notice there, we are having good correction. The market is building enough liquidity back to that valid OB. So let's wait for market to come and give us a good entry condition at this level back to the upside. And to check what we have, if you notice, we are having quite a good number of pips to the upside. That's about 1,000 plus to the upside. So out of these 1,000 plus, if you can able to catch just 600, 500, that's very good. And that's why we advise, let's wait for market, that lower time frame entry so that can get in at a very good discount price and see how we can push the market up to the upside to go and close or to create a new higher high. That's for Euro New Zealand. And that one is for Euro GBP. Now, I sent this also last week. And if you notice what this guy has been doing, the market has been giving us good correction vibe, good correction vibe. So I'm still expecting that same movement to the upside. So the question is, can we trade that lower time frame here? Yes, we can trade this lower time frame here. We can trade the lower time frame here. The only thing is, I don't like to get stuck within this noise, within this level here. Yeah. So that's why I don't always run after it. We can trade the lower time frame. Let me even see something on 1 hour. So I think 1 hour is even giving a valid OB2 here. So for those of us who would like to trade the internal structure, okay, I think Beyond took a buy. Is it? Yeah, that buy. So these are another good movements you can take within this particular range here to the upside. expecting that mitigation here. So just because of the noise, that's why I don't want to jump in now. I'm not ready to take this particular movement because I'm expecting that deep correction so that we can join the major sell to the downside. So the only condition why I will stop waiting for this high is if Euro USD push to the downside and take out this low again. So once that occurred, then I'll wait for any valid OB here that leads to that particular movement. That's when I will join the sell to the downside. So that's the only condition when I will change my bias. So once they take that move to the downside, then I will believe that this particular correction here likely is done. It's done. Then we join that sell to the downside. So looking at it, that's what I'm looking at on all these pairs for this week. So out of the pairs I've been able to present, so do you have anyone that have a contribution or your view about any of the pairs? Let me hear from you guys. Let me hear from you guys. This technical Tuesday.
This is what BBN is very, very slow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any contribution in respect to Jolly? So for this
AUDCHF, I don't know. I'm more like looking for a temporal buy. I don't know whether it is valid.
buy, right?
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I was not seeing the buy, or the reason why I choose not to see the buy yet, is because this whole movement here on 4 hours looks like a kind of correction for this particular impulse movement here. And if you are looking at this guy on the weekly time frame, can you see what we'll be having on the weekly time frame? So the market has been in a very serious sell movement. So looking at it on that 4 hours, I was also expecting the continuation of that sell movement. So that's why I consider that 1 hour, which I defined to 15 minutes OB, for them to grab some liquidity here to take the sell. But if you're looking for a buy, can you just mark out which area are you looking at buying from? Let's look at it together. Area.
There is 1 hour. No,
okay.
The next level, the next
I've seen
level.
what you're talking about here.
So yeah, I wanted to use this other level as liquidity. Market grab it, and my next high, my take profit is this. You wear this your sell will begin.
Oh,
no, not that one, sir.
Okay.
Where you put your sell.
So let me take out this guy. Let's look at it together now. So that means,
Mr. Jolly, that's your view is valid though.
yeah, that's what I'm also looking at. So that means we are seeing all
Yes,
this level as liquidity as well.
Yes.
Okay. So Jolly, I think your view is clear to me now. What you are seeing on that 1 hour level. So that means if you are taking a buy, let me see the number of pips to the upside first. Okay, 80 pips.
Yeah, I just wanted to target 1 to 4 or something.
Oh, okay. Then we.
The same move is in GBP CHF.
Yes. We had that same on GBP. Okay. Let's have it. So the point now is, let's see which zone are they going to mitigate first, because that means if the market pushed up to this supply level, I will take that sell. So if the market is coming back here, then I'll be very careful. But if the market come and mitigate your level here before pushing back here, fine. I'm so confident. Are you using pending order? Will you wait for entry for that your buy here?
So far as it didn't get to that supply zone and come down first, I'm using pending order.
Oh, okay.
But if you get to your your
supply
zone, I will put the order.
Oh, okay. Let me check something on the day. Monday gave us a bullish pin bar, but that bullish pin bar is still a red one. You understand that now? But irrespective, check what we have there. About 25%, 70% of the body was a weak, the downside. So I still have that push up through. No problem. So that's very good view from Mr. Jolly. So AUDCH.
And on that daily that you just show us now, the 2 candles didn't even engulf the last 3 days.
And that's why I was even seeing the whole movement as corrections too. You understand that now?
Yeah.
So this was a very good movement to the downside, and they are taking short weeks to even correct it. So it's obvious that they are struggling pulling up. So that's why I'm also looking at taking advantage of the lower time frame movement to the downside. So if you're also trading that buy as well, which is a very good one, taking advantage of the internal structure to the upside. So that's very good. Although what I will be doing is if the market is dropping back here, right, because of this correction here, if you notice this guy is struggling going up. So once the market drop back to this level, then I'll step down to maybe 5 minutes to see reaction first. Though I will update the group if I'm on my chance to do that. So I will just like be able to start looking at and taking the buy. So another one from the pair. Is it clear to everybody? Stanley, are you here?
I'm here, sir.
Oh,
I'm here,
okay.
sir.
Let me allow you to share your screen so that we can see what you are doing on what is name on
EU this morning.
Yeah, this morning during your London sections.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, so this man.
See the way the guy don't chop EU this morning.
I said spending order that extreme supply zone.
Yes, no, that supply zone was valid too, but I saw something here. So price got to this weekly OB here. We have this weekly OB here.
Yes, they have a massive rejection.
Yeah, so price got to the weekly OB, and that weekly OB has this sweep. It has this sweep here, this liquidity sweep here, and also this trend line liquidity that it grabbed. So then 15 minutes gave us this change of character to the downside. So I marked these two OBs, which if you look at this OB, you see that it is clear above like the 50% level. The two OB is clear above the 50% level. So as soon as, and also this OB took out liquidity, grabbed liquidity here before the change of character to the downside, and it also has liquidity to take here. This same OB2 is grabbed liquidity and also has liquidity to take here. So I was looking at the two OB because of those reasons. Then I have this trend line here where price came, it tapped the first time, second time dropped, tapped the third time, it dropped, tapped here, it also dropped, then it broke out. So I knew that some traders would be, as it broke out, some traders would be waiting for it to tap again, and they'll be using this place here as liquidity. They'll be waiting for it to tap here again for them to buy. So I know that, okay, I'll just aim that place as my liquidity for price to just go and sweep that place. So how I took the entry was, I came down to the 5 minutes. Immediately price gave me this break of structure to the upside. I mapped this place out. Price came, it tapped, and it was supposed to break this. Since if the buyer wanted to continue, that buyer would have broken this place here, but price started reacting from it. So I mapped out this OB here. I was like, okay, price is going to react from, but if price fails this OB, that means the sell is going to continue. So immediately price tapped into this OB and went up. I placed my sell stop below here, and my initial stop loss was above this place a bit. So immediately price tapped into it. Did as if wanted to buy, I placed my sell stop, then my stop loss above here. So immediately price triggered me, started selling down. It came to this my trend line here, which I was waiting for it. It reacted a bit, then it swept the trend line sellers below here. So that's why I took the trade.
But if this move did not break structure on that 15 minutes,
yes, wait for it here. Yes. Wait for it here. This one is wait for it here.
Because more like
I've closed the trade anyways. No, I started giving me all these dance. I just closed it.
You're a big boy now.
Mr. Jolly.
Just leave the rest for the market. Collect your own. Now chop I chop.
I don't collect them. Yes, I don't collect them. So that's why I took the trade, Mr. Banks.
Okay, so that means, because what I noticed now in your chart, right? You consider mitigation of your hobby, right? Then you expect liquidity grab as well. And one market
for the OB to be valid, the OB has to take liquidity. Exactly. The OB has to grab liquidity and also have liquidity to take.
To be taken, yeah. So this whole movement, these 5 minutes, right? Okay, let me do something quickly now.
Yes.
Step down to 5 minutes. Let me check something.
Okay, sir. I'm seeing a very strong resistance level here.
Yeah. So let's go to 3 minutes. Let me see something else on 3 minutes. That's taking advantage of that lower. Now zoom in that area where you have your entry. That's what I'm trying to do.
There's a very strong resistance level here. This place is just resisting the market, this level here.
So looking at it, we are still trading the same concept, but at different time frames. You understand that now? Because they are looking at a valid hobby supply or demand. You're also looking at a liquidity that you're expecting the markets to grab, and you're taking advantage of that particular hobby. So, which is a very good one. For those of us who also want to scalp as well, try to study. That's why we always do these videos so that I can be able to watch and see what we are seeing. Yeah, see what we are seeing. So you can stop sharing so that I can quickly check the ADUSD
Okay, sir.
Victor was talking about. Victor, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
We checked the ADSD before, and I was trying to explain to them that I was expecting market reaction here for last week, which we're expecting a kind of liquidity grab before market goes in our favor. But if you notice, the market just grabbed the liquidity a little bit, and the market pumped up. You understand that now? So which area are you looking at on that? Is it 4 hours now on the daily?
Let's go to daily.
Okay.
We have a daily. All right. Yeah, if you look at it, let me use my pen.
Okay.
If you look at it from this, okay, stable your screen. Let me just draw something.
All right.
Yeah, from this point, we have a kind of, we've been having this resistance level over here before we have the market break out from this level. You understand? So now, based on the fact that before the market break out from here, it left a footprint, which is like a demand zone for us. That is daily demand zone. So we have a breakout here. Regardless, based on the fact that this is also a break of structure to the upside, taking out this level as a strong level. And I'm seeing this daily OB as a place for us to continue this buy movement to the upside. So maybe we can be targeting this level here, no, for the first target, because I'm seeing if I can see on 1 hour,
for
if
the
I can
TP,
see a multiple
right?
candle rejection or a change of character on 15. Yeah, here for the TP.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm looking at getting a confirmation of this daily. I'm also viewing it maybe on 1 hour, 4 hours, 30-minute change of character, 30-minute change of character, or 15-minute change of character. That would be nice. Let's see if this daily OB can hold the market. And I believe it can hold it because it is a kind of a footprint after this level has been taken out. So that is just my view on the.
Okay. So guys, please, we have less than 1 minute, right?
AUD.
Yeah, we're having the same views for the uptrend continuation. At least looking at the fundamentals and the rest like that. So I just see how it looks. So I'll drop the video now. I will just try to edit and just drop it now so that for those of us who want to check it can check it over before you start placing your trade for the week.